What is going on, everyone? Badger here. Should have liked it up and let's get into this. Well, Dragon Age came out and failed. Didn't get more than 90,000 people playing on Steam. It barely sold a million units, and there's no DLC. We've got Corinne Bush, the game director, going around ignoring all the poignant questions and coping. And now, I guess the next story you probably will hear about that will be members of the dev team being laid off or transitioned. Pun intended, to go work on Mass Effect. But in the meantime, what else do we have in the gaming sphere? Oh, that's right, Obsidian Entertainment's Avowed, who just had their internal Slack channel communications, which is like their internal forums, where they can talk to each other, messaging. And oh boy, doesn't look good for them whatsoever. It looks like a bunch of nutters that have lost their shit, especially after the election. So this all started when an early review copy, someone took a picture of their character breakdown and it had he, him pronouns. This is just straight up a red flag these days because it's not done for anything other than, well, I mean, the exact thing you would think it would be done.
The message.
And for
a modern gaming audience.
By the way, just an aside, on Game Pass is Indiana Jones, where that guy's from. I've played the first like 2 hours and it's not woke, not yet. Gotta wait till I get to that Italian companion. But so far, so good. So I don't know. We'll see if the same bears out for this game. So just finding out that it had pronouns, he, him, set everyone off. And I don't mean that like trigger, but just it's like, hey, look. And I sort of agree with Grums here. I'm drawing a line. I'm rejecting any game that has pronouns in it. And you grammar Nazis know what I mean. Stop being stupid. I don't care if the game is good. A message must be sent. Pronouns promote the woke mind virus, and gamers must send a clear message. 100%. Because it's just... Was there ever really confusion? Here comes Elon Musk saying having pronouns in a fantasy game, because I've defended stuff like this in Cyberpunk, just depends on the setting, is utterly unacceptable. And that is what really started it off and triggered everyone. That is where Matt Hansen comes into the picture, which right now I think he's beat David Jaffe, is one of the most unliked people on the internet right now. We'll see, at least in this sphere. I wanted so badly to make him mad with my game, and I cannot believe it actually happened. Just wait until you see the default, you sad little shit. And he means the default pronouns. So now we start getting into, then they openly virtue. Here's Hamlet saying pronoun selector, independent of body type, was something I tried to push for before leaving World of Warcraft. At any rate, I think it should essentially be table stakes for new character creation systems being made now. Matt Hansen saying 100%. I 100% disagree, and we know why.
Fucking current day Californian shit! Because that's all we fucking know! Because we're boring! We're so fucking boring!
And thanks to Hypnotic, friend of the channel, we saw here him advocating for essentially replacing white people. He said here, reminder to black artists out there who are looking for portfolio reviews or job advice. My DMs are open and you will always have my priority. We got too many crusty white dudes in this field. Please let me help you replace me one day. I want to go back to living in the woods. And that got Chris Avalon, former owner, Obsidian Entertainment, to say that they should be sued. And then, of course, the last one we really heard from Matt was, oh, Elon, you sweet summer child. This will only embolden me, you sad sack of shit. And that was, of course, in response to Elon saying it should not be acceptable for any company in the gaming industry to be racist and sexist against white guys. And now, thankfully, this is his meltdown saying that 77 million people who voted for Trump, probably more than that, should have putrid lives. Well, thank you to Smash JT, who has leaked their internal channels, and it is not just Matt. The Indiana Jones thing, when I brought that guy up, that might just be him, and the rest of them are completely fine. That's why it snuck through. I'm Avowed is going to be on par with Dragon Age, if this is the level of woke mind virus, TDS, whatever you want to call it, ideology capture. So the sound designer saying we've done it. This is all in response to Elon Musk saying having pronouns in a fantasy video game is unacceptable. Sound designer, we've done it. Let me know if this is too political and I'll delete it. Just thought it was funny getting a shout out by the man himself. And then the gameplay designer said, this is a badge of honor. We did it. So they're very happy. Jay Turner, a senior narrative designer, said, hey, everyone, pack it up. We lost Grums. Yeah, so they're being facetious. This was literally my suggestion bug to add pronouns to the menu. I do this. I kept forgetting what pronouns we picked for our QA saves and wanted to make sure our dialogue was picking the right pronouns. Yeah, sure. Very good gameplay reason. Just finishing it just gets you an idea of the type of in their own internal communications. Pronouns in their bios, except for Peter. I wonder what's going on with that. One of the effects artists says, not too late to add a rat creature to the game and name it elongated muskrat that indistinctly mumbles something about pronouns and drops shoddy blood-soaked emeralds when you stabbed it. Wow. They are so very happy. You can see them saying, this rules. I'm fully giddy over it. Stupid will be stupid. I'll never get over how insane of a hill pronouns are to die on. Then why do you keep fighting on it? Like if you have to pretend it's not a fucking backbone of language grip, and that is a disingenuous argument. That is not, of course, pronouns exist. The reason you are wanting to add them is because you have biological male characters that want to pretend to be females, and the other characters wonder what the fuck they're talking about, and so you want us to force the pronoun thing. It is a modern day thing that puts everyone off. Yeah, and shit like this is exactly why we need to be consistent and ongoing, because ain't nothing changed. They've not learned the lessons you think that they have learned. They've just doubled down. They're blaming everything on the price of eggs, or that people don't like this type of game, not all the woke shit that it is actually ruining it with. The ideology that just everyone can see, even if you don't know about it. People don't like being preached to, and that's what's going on. And boy, get ready. You see YouTuber, I'll finish it out here. Smash JT here saying that this is now the third different person associated with Obsidian Entertainment reaching out to me. Like a one-off would be like, oh, wow, okay, we got a whistleblower here. This is becoming like an almost daily trend where someone who works at Obsidian, who has had enough of the BS they've been shoving down everyone's throat, and they want change. And yeah, we've had reports that Matt Hansen is one of the top Yahtzees over there pushing for pronouns and the implicit bias, courses that they have to go through, the DEI grifters. It's a whole thing, and oh boy, I can't wait to see what's going on in Avowed over there, if it really is made
for a modern gaming audience.
Either way, make sure to like, share, and sub. If you have done that, thank you. If you're gonna do that, thank you.
Well, bye.